Hello everyone, Dr. Rakitu Dugama here. So today I'm going to teach you one important thing, which is the discrepancy between intensity and energy intensity. So I thought when I was going through a few papers, I saw this concept is um, tested in many ways. So typically the word intensity is used for photon intensity or the number of rays incident on a you know on a plate. But recently I have seen they have given energy intensity. Sometimes mistakenly you might get it as photon intensity, right? So I'm going to discuss the difference between photon and energy intensities here. So photon intensity. So first of all, we will understand what is photon intensity. So this is nothing but number of photons per unit time per unit area, right? So photon intensity means number of photons per unit time per unit time per unit area. Okay, so we have to understand this clearly. So this is the photon intensity. That means number of photons per unit time divided by time per unit area. Per unit area means you have to divide by area, right? So this is given by unit wise number of photons, number of photons, meter m minus 2, right? Meter per squared and s minus 1 per second, right? So this is the intensity. This is called photon intensity. So that means you can take a plate. The area of the plate would be, so this is the plate. The area of the plate would be, you can take 1 meter squared. The time you consider would be 1 second, right? And you are counting number of photons incident on that plate. So you can say, you can get number of photons here, right? So photon count. Here mainly we are looking at the photon count. Okay, so photon count. So we have to really understand this. Okay, so now in the photoelectric effect, okay, so both can be given. Photon intensity and energy intensity both can be given. So we have to be careful. Now, if you have the photocathode, when we are incident a beam, there are many number of photons are coming, right? So photon intensity, if they give you the photon intensity, that means the number of photons uh, per unit area per unit time. Okay, so that is all about that. But when it comes to energy intensity, this is little crucial. This will tell you energy per unit time per unit area, right? So energy per unit time per unit area. Okay, so this is nothing but energy divided by time times area, right? So unit wise, how do you get this? Unit wise, you can see energy per time. Now we know energy per time, energy is in joules, time in second, area in meter squared. So this is joule per second, right? So what do you mean by joule per second? Joule per second. Joule per second is watt divided by m squared. So you can write this watt per meter squared. Okay. So this is called energy intensity. So please be aware of it. Or you can say joule per meter squared per second. So now you can see this unit and the unit we obtain here. Okay. Looks similar, easy concept, but they might trick you in this way. Okay. Now, if I get example, think about red light, right? Think about red light, which we can get frequency R, FR. Then think about green light. Okay. So the frequency would be FG now, right? So which frequency is greater? We know FR is less than FG, right? So you know the spectra. So lambda R should be greater than lambda G. Now, if you calculate the energy of a photon, right? So energy of a photon, okay, I would say red, energy of a red photon, that would be HF red, right? And energy of a green photon, green, E green, HFG. So now you know EG is greater than ER, right? So we know that EG is greater than ER. That will tell you this story. Please listen now. This is very important. Now, if we are thinking about the same intensity, okay, if we are thinking about the same intensity, right? So this is red color. And here, same energy intensity for green color. Okay, same intensity. That means E would be fixed. E fixed, right? Now, since number of, since number of, the number of the frequency, Fg, is greater than Fr, right? So this is what we have now. Fg is greater than Fr, right? This will tell me that Eg is greater than Er, right? So by looking at those figures and by looking at the total intensities, right, we can conclude that, right, number of red photons, right? So I would say here, number of red photons, Nr, number of green photons, Ng. Okay, number of green photons, right? So from here we can say N, right, R, number of red photons, should be greater than number of green photons. Okay, I think that makes sense. Why? Because we have to keep the total frequency, the total energy, the constant. Sorry, total energy should be a constant. So that means, in other words, we can say, we can write here E is equal to, right, NR times ER. That makes sense, right? So this is the photon energy of a red quanta and the number of photons here. So same energy, right? So this is same intensity, I could say, right? Same intensity. That means same total energy, but I should be able to write N G, right? E G, right? So now to have the equality, we know that ER is lesser. ER is lesser than EG. So then NR should be greater, right? Argue that NR should be greater. Okay. So here also you can do that argument, or else you can argue this in different ways, right? Or you can get this equation as your equation number A. You can get this equation as equation number B. So what you can do, you can divide equation A by B. So then what you have, left hand side you have 1, E divided by E is 1. Right hand side you have NR, ER, divided by Ng times Eg. Okay. So this will tell you that Ng Eg should be is equal to Nr Er. Okay. So now you can see Eg energy, right? Photon of a green photon, energy of a green photon, right? Right? Green photon, energy of a green photon is greater than the red one, right? Red one is less. So this will tell you to meet the equality, Nr should be greater than Ng. So this equality tells you Nr should be greater than Ng. Okay. So now I hope I explained this discrepancy. Okay. So photon intensity is number of photons. So now when it comes to energy intensity, the story is different, right? So we have to be careful here, right? So energy per unit time per unit area. So what we have to understand ultimately this number of photons are higher in red than the green one. So there is a recent question here. Let me show you the question. I gave a review on this, right? I gave a review on that. And there you can see like the way I drew the characteristic curve, VI characteristic curve, it's a little different here because I took there the photon intensity. Now, if you read the question carefully, you can see same intensity is measured in this, right? If you miss this one, we are doomed. They are talking about same intensity, see? Same intensity. So if you have same intensity, there are two things coming into your mind, right? One is photon intensity. The second one is energy intensity, right? Now, which one to select? So you have to select this one. Why? Because their unit is given. See how tricky is this? The unit is given. But in my review, I have taken this photon intensity, which is conceptually right. But according to this question, they have given energy intensity. So you have to stick with that, right? And the same red and green photons are mentioned here, right? So if I redo this question, now number of red photons are greater than number of green photons. And they're talking about now different stopping potentials, right? So if they're talking about different stopping potentials, you know, stopping potential, Vs, that depends on the frequency, right? So this depends on the frequency, right? Depends on the frequency. Okay. So now if that depends on the frequency, we know that frequency of red is less than frequency of green. Okay. So if I replot this, considering 8th condition and the bth condition, what I can do is this. This is my VI characteristic curve, right? So V, this is going to be I, right? So it should be like this. So if I draw the red one, if the red one looks like this, okay. So my green one would be, right? So green one should be like this. So number of photons are higher, right? So this should be here. And my green should be, it should cross and come back to this, right? So this is V stopping potential for green. This one is for red, right? So now we have to look at this. Because of this situation, we have to know that the current, photocurrent from green is lesser than the photocurrent from the red, right? Why this is happening here? Because they have given you a condition where the energy intensity is equal in both cases. So that's why energy intensity is equal. That means that will tell you Nr is greater than Ng. right? So if you check my previous review, I have taken this graph in this way, right? I have taken this graph in this way, right? Which is conceptually right. This is conceptually right. But what I have taken here NR is equal to Ng. Why? Because I have taken as photon intensity. I have taken photon intensity here. Photon intensities are equal in red and green. Here I have taken energy intensity. Okay, so please understand this and remember it. So this is the discrepancy between the photon intensity and the energy intensity, and I'm hoping to review more questions. Till then, see you.